There is no escape from Frostpunk. It's impossible to stop. You know that. Everyone should know that. And everyone will come to know that before I'm done with it. I'm Jim, and I am once again playing Frostpunk. Or at least attempting to. We'll see how things go. Things didn't go too well last time. So we're gonna give it another try. We'll see what we need to do, and try doing that. So we're gonna go ahead and dive over there. Let me actually fix one or two tiny things over here. There we go. Okay, good. Good. I mean, what I really want to try to do is not take too horribly long tonight. But we try. So I'm not going to resume the story. We were at we're playing through. Let me explain. We are currently on the scenario, the fall of Winterhome. And, we have, on day 3, we ended up having to break a promise. And, I say having to. We made a promise and weren't able to fulfill it. And that's there. And I mean, and I know it only sits there for 24 hours and we probably could have spared it, but I want to do better. Because it's going to sit there, leering at me, that broken promise. So we're going to try this again. And I'm going to actually go ahead and just load the first saved game we had in the Fall of Winterhome, so that we don't have to worry about the intro again. Yay, ruins. And we will see if we can do better. It was only day 3. There are a couple of things that I know I want to specifically do here. There are many theories about what is caused the global winter. Despite much research, nobody can say for certain why it happened. In 1872, a Turkish astronomer presented a paper about his discovery of a new meteor shower to the Academy de something. Okay, this is right after the scenario begins. And I have, now having played through 3 days of it, I have a greater appreciation of what we need. We have 30 lumber, we have 50 steel. What we need... So we need to prioritize a couple of things here. As you can see over here, we still have these goals. We have to turn the generator on. We have to remove at least 30 ruins. We have to raise hope to 50% and reduce discontent to 25%. We managed like 3 of those last time. I think. 2 or 3 of them. We will do so again, but we're going to be doing it faster now. As you can see here, we have 38 people sick, 11 of them gravely ill, and we have 35 amputees. We have currently, just to show this, we have currently 580 people, 535 of them not currently working. There are a number of folks who are amputees who are not able to work. 35 amputees that are not able to work. And then 15 children that are not able to work. 175 other children can work because that law has been passed already. We are inheriting this city from people who did not do very well. And they were deposed. And so now we have to clean up their mess. So that's what we're going to do. First things first, new laws. Now, What we want to get at, because we have two things that we need to do differently this time, very specifically. One is we need to make sure everyone is going to be able to hit those livable conditions. We had this goal that came up where they asked us to try to heat some people's homes, and at the time I agreed it was 15 people's homes, and then it got colder and that number more than doubled. So we need to take care of that. The other thing is we had people dying. So several people dying. We didn't have enough medical facilities. So what we need to head toward is the overcrowding law down here. To get through that, we have to do either radical treatment or sustain life. Radical treatment will let the gravely ill in the medical posts. It will increase discontent, which is already kind of terrible to start out with. However, this is a thing I think we can accomplish. Also, I suppose we could build another fighting arena somewhere if we want to. We want to help with that, but unfortunately, not so easy because of all of the ruins that we need to clear away. Like, we could do it, but it would, it's an option, but not something we need to entertain right this second. So, my first act is going to be to try to hit radical treatment, and if they throw us out immediately, because that discontent hit happens, then we'll know not to do that. We're going to do radical treatment.
Hear me.
But hope did go up a little. It's a desirable law. Gravely will be treated in medical posts, which is good. Now, let's actually put people in the medical posts. And we'll need probably more than 3 of the things for this to work. I'm also not going to turn on the generator immediately, because we've got a day before the temperature drops, and right now everyone who's living in a tent is only doing so in chilly conditions, so we're okay for now. So I'm not going to turn that on, so which means I can use the heaters, and that'll use some of our 900 coal, which is full up anyway. We have more coal coming in, 800 a day from these folks. We need to, another priority that's going to be important is actually, opening up storage. That's a thing we need to do. Getting folks into the sawmill. The hunters' huts, we can go ahead and staff them. I think, yeah, by the time they get back, if they leave now, because it's like still, 4:40 in the morning, I'm sure some of the raw food will be gone. We're going to go ahead and put people in the workshop. Just putting people all the places that need people. Yeah, there's another medical post. Good. So we have 4 medical posts, at least. And a cookhouse. Coal thumper. I mean, we can go ahead and have the people ready. Don't know if we're going to be able to actually put people there. This gathering post We'll go ahead and put people there because there will be a coal pile available. This steel works. We are going to very badly need steel, so let's put workers there. We're just leaping right in here. I'll go ahead and put people at this coal thumper and then this gathering post to gather the coal from it. Could really use more a second gathering post around each of these for that, but you know, what works works. There are currently, yes, steam hubs that are not active. We'll get to that. Hunter's Hut. Get them doing that. Okay. And we have, this is the outpost depot. This is the beacon. We need more wood before we can actually activate the beacon. We do have a sawmill currently, but there's more we need to do. We still have 375 workers available. So, a few things that I want to make sure we prioritize this time will have to do with the clearing away of wreckage. We did not have nearly enough steel last time. Ah, yes, there's another thing actually. Before I do that, let me find that snow pit. One of the laws they passed, by the way, our predecessors passed. Yeah, child labor, all jobs, and corpse disposal, which I'm sure that was really popular. You know, keep dead bodies out of the heat zone and cover them with snow. The cold will halt their decay. And so that causes there to be, instead of, you know, actual, you know, burials, instead of a cemetery, we have a snow pit into which we put bodies we're going to use later. No risk of disease from unburied bodies. Bodies are preserved for potential future use. And you'll have to dig a snow pit. Hope will fall, discontent will rise, and that probably is the thing that happened. Thing is, the snow pit is there. This is in the middle of town. This is no place for a snow pit. Especially given that the part of our technology tree was a generator range upgrade, which I'm going to make use of this time. They just didn't think about that. Can't see it. Is it here? There it is. Now, previously, I saw that I couldn't dismantle it. But I didn't read this properly. You can't demolish the last snow pit. So I'm going to build another one first. And then I will demolish it. But now we have to find the most remote spot to put it. So that it's not messing with anybody. I think that might be back here. There are people over here. So, yeah, I think this back here probably is a better place. I mean, there are people here too. What are you doing? You're right, we don't need it near people. This is a hunter's hut. I mean, putting the snow pit near the hunter's hut is a very particular type of planning. That is where we're going to be putting a wall drill momentarily. We've got to keep it out of a heat zone, you see. That's going to be kind of vital. Putting it back there, I mean, it's by a hunter's hut, but that might be okay. Putting it right there will destroy resources, which is the eternal problem here. I could put it back here. That might be the best place for it. That might be the best spot for it, way back there. We can keep it out of a heat zone. We have nothing we want to... We have nothing we want to heat back here right now. We've got a bunch of ruins. It might have been a factory at one time, although we can't do the factory yet, so I'm not sure what the deal is there. We have this hunter's hut. A bunch of trees cropped up. We need to take advantage of that. We will, but we have many things to do. So, yeah, I think probably, unless I want to put it like out here somewhere. Because I don't see any... Yeah, there's like nothing out here. So that might be the best spot for it. Otherwise, that's like here. Yeah, this is like even further away. Although we will have people... I mean, you know, no matter where we put it, people are going to be working nearby. I don't think there's any way around that. Because we're going to have folks who are dealing with other stuff. I think as long as we remember not to put the outpost depot near a heat zone, I think we'll be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put... And I could just put it right there. But I will put it there, because that seems furthest away from everywhere that I can put it currently. It's gonna, yeah, I mean, there's going to be a heat zone over here, but that ought to be fine, I think. There we go. So that is being built. Furthermore, we need to start some research. And while having more scouts would be... We need scouts in the first place. But faster gathering, that's going to be imperative right now, and it's only 10 wood. We're going to do that. We don't really have enough to... Yeah, so that's the same decision we made before, but it's necessary. Yes. Heat? Why do we need heat? Just think warm thoughts. That's right. Hi, Sphinx. We are... I'm starting the scenario over because a promise was broken, and I do not want that coming back on me. So we're trying that again, and I think we can actually do it without breaking the promise. I now see other things we can focus on here, so that's what we're doing. Yeah, because you remember how horrible things got the other day. Okay, so and we didn't get thrown out, but at the same time, it just it got to me. It got to me a little bit. So once that's built, I'm going to demolish the other snow pit so that we can put heat there and we don't have spoiling bodies. You're down to 17 wood currently. How much do we need to build? Yeah, we're not there. I mean, we could build a sawmill, another sawmill. But what we need is a wall drill, which is, you know, I'll be happy to do. We can still build a gathering post if we want to. We might do. We really need a resource depot. That's kind of a prime concern at this point. And, you know, coal mine, obviously. We're going to need coal. Speaking of which, we really need coal. We really need steel. We really need wood. So I'm going to put people directly at the... It is cold there, but we are putting them at the steel ruins because it's only going to get worse, and now is the time to gather from there. Because if we do that, then we'll be able, perhaps, to place another steelworks over there if that gets cleared away. So that's a priority. We have also, for the coal mines, these are the areas by this coal deposit. We could put one here, over here somewhere. But we also need, here, let me, just by moving anything, see, we have cleared, although, you know, it'll get rid of the trees, but, you know, that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. These two other spots already have stuff in them. These other steel ruins, so I'm putting people there as well. Now, we are still not going to have currently enough medical facilities for the people that are ill. We have 4 medical posts. One currently operating at 0 efficiency. That we're gonna have, that are all gonna be full. We can only have 5 patients right now. That's why we need to do overcrowding. Which, you know, we'll see shortly what it looks like and what the distribution is on the patients and who's gravely ill and who's going to treatment, that kind of thing. Are you gravely ill? Terminally ill, but being treated. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, good. All 11 of the people who are worst off are going to go get treated, so that's good. They might still die, but they might live, you see. That would be very helpful if they did. So let's see. We still have like 330 people to assign, even after just, you know, assigning to these specific ruins. So we can take care of that. My thought initially, I'm trying to decide if I want to go ahead and put down a gathering post somewhere. Ah, yes! See, there's a spot here that I think will help things along. Where they have all these streets. And they do not need that much street space. We could put a gathering post there if we eliminate some of those streets. We're going to tear up some streets. For fun. Let me see. The most space is probably going to be... Well, I don't know. Okay. So we dismantled those. We got a little bit of wood back, which is good. We can make the wall drill now. Might actually be the best thing to prioritize for it, but just out of curiosity. Okay, I still can't fit it in there. And it wouldn't quite be enough. Okay. Wouldn't quite be enough to hit those two, which was kind of my aim here. So we need to We need to do a bit more to get those out of the way. Okay, well, we can do that. That's doable. Let's just go ahead and take care of that. You know what? There is the steam hub here. We could warm this up. I see. I see the situation there. If we turned it on, we could actually make this warmer, because we actually have to have the generator on to make that happen. It's right now cold, but I could make it only chilly. Not a terrible idea. We clear these away, we can actually get in at these and get rid of them faster. Might be the purpose of these being here. It is interesting how that seems to work. Okay. Well, this gathering post is active, so we actually are good here. Let's see. Is that everywhere I wanted to make sure we're clearing away from? I think so. I think so. I also believe that... Also just going to be keeping an eye on when that snow pit is finished being built. Because when that is, then I'm going to pull that away, and I'm going to see if we can fit a gathering post there. Because there are a bunch of ruins also that we have. In the meantime, we've got the ones out on the edge that we want to deal with. It's cold no matter where you are. Yeah, I see what they're doing. I see and I understand. And I actually could just turn on the... I could just turn on those. Okay. So, that being the case... I want to assign these folks wherever we need them. Let's go ahead and put in the wall drill because, you know, that'll instantly give us more lumber. Where are ya? There ya are. That will destroy a resource. Funny you should mention that. One of the problems, though, is that we can't actually building it there. We need enough wood to make the streets, though, so we can't do that yet. That's okay. Is it okay? No. Actually, I do want it in place. Good. Now, we don't currently have enough wood to make it all the way there, but we will. They're still going to go out there and build it, which is kind of the important thing. Let's see, anything else we want to deal with? I am going to contemplate turning on the generator when we hit 0800 hours. Let's go ahead and see where this leads, I guess. Oh, well, no, assign people. Okay. I don't want to, well, yeah, no, it doesn't matter. They're not working right now. So, given that they're not working right now, see, I've got, where do I have people assigned currently? All right. I don't want to clear out space to throw down some, another sawmill, which unfortunately I won't be able to see where all the trees are necessarily until we are there. There's a fair amount of them back here. And then a fair amount of them back here. So if I want to do a second sawmill, like clearing out stuff around here might be good. Although, I mean, we got a bunch of, you know, this might be okay, actually. Just put it like here or something. Keep them on the edges until we can actually do other stuff. I think this will work. This will work. For now, though, the steel. Let's actually change it up a bit. Get some folks at some of the wooden ruins here. Just close to the generator. That's our stockpiles. Okay, and that's I think everyone we want working right now. That we're gonna start. I'm not gonna send the children out just yet. Soon, but I'd rather heat things up just a little bit. They've been getting treated while. Something very strange is happening because I haven't even had time moving forward. I'm going to save the game here. And, yes. Deploy the children! No, not yet! It's not time! We're going to go ahead. Yes, discontent's going up. There it is. Let's see if they dethrone me before anything else happens. I just hope they won't cut my leg off if I fall ill. At least we'll be saving lives. Okay, so something's happened. Oh yeah, they're just telling me. This is just telling me about the steam cores. We've just used our first steam core. Steam cores are a necessary component in advanced technology. We can't manufacture steam cores in the city, so let's hope that our scouts find some during their expeditions. Scouts? Oh right, we need some of those. As soon as we have the available lumber, we can try it. Unfortunately, I don't really have anything I can reasonably disassemble. Except maybe the pub. And they'll probably riot if we do that, so. So currently, only 18 people sick and 0 gravely ill. Look at that. I do find it interesting that that has been the case. So we've already got folks getting better, even though I was, everything was paused. So we did one controversial law. It's cold at home, and the having the pub is helpful. And it's slowly going down. It is morning. I must now make a terrible decision. I have to decide if I'm going to go ahead and turn this freaking thing on. Or if I'm going to buy time. Because it's not work time yet. I'm going to stop it when we get a little bit before work time. Okay. Although it may not be time to, yeah. Generator? Are we turning it on? Yes. I think we're gonna go ahead and turn it on. And then that way... some of this will at least do better. Unfortunately, There's plenty to do. I will, however, be turning off these steam cores over here by the medical post. The medical posts are, yeah, they'll be fine. These steam cores, on the other hand, we're going to have turned on so that they can heat the area around them. There they go. Sick absences. We have some sick absences. Which, of course, we know what that means. Efficiency goes down. Yes, I know about the camera controls and everything. Okay. So, turning that on hopefully helps a little bit. And the side effect is that it gets comfortable in bunkhouses, which is good because we're going to need to build many bunkhouses. Steel ruins. Let me check something real quick before I do anything else. Just for a second. Okay. Good. Okay. As we're trying desperately to make things work. Okay. So presently, now that I've actually turned that on, I feel safer deploying the children. So let me see what we have. I can now send them to the wooden ruins, where they will only be chilly. Yeah, tents are actually livable right now. Right now. Okay, let's see. More. And we've got people there. Where do we not have people? Oh, we've got people there. We need to disassemble that snow pit. There are 22 bodies already over there. Okay, no bodies over there. Good. We are now going to disassemble this snow pit. Because it's in a heat zone currently. Why? Why do we do this? And it's already at range setting 3. Sort of by default here. Which is perhaps not what we should be doing. No wonder it's going so fast. Although, strangely, our coal balance is looking okay. That's not something I can readily explain. We have 18 wood right now, as of 9:18 in the morning. They're going to get here very shortly with 800 more coal, which is going to cause a problem. I need 40 wood and 20 steel to be able to make one of those. It's been an hour. We gotta get that snow pit out of here. Let me go ahead and knock it down to range setting 2, just to deal with this better. Let's go ahead and remove the children we just put in these spots out here. In the outer range. I think everyone else is okay. Because we don't want the corpses to spoil now, do we? Okay. Let's see. So they're working on building that. Ah, yes, road. All the children back. We're doing a recall on the children. There. Now they'll be able to actually get over here. And I'm realizing I am going to need to move some people over here, and I would rather they be adults, so. Probably be a good idea for me to take some of the, yeah. Where do I currently have the adults out here? Let me pull them out of there so that I can put them in here. Means that these are probably children building this. Oh dear. And they're waiting because we somehow need to house another 800 freaking coal. What's our limit currently? 900. Yeah, let's hey, we gotta fix that. Okay. I'm now going to put 10 workers over there. And they'll get there as soon as this road is built and they can get over there. Okay, good. That corpse has been that corpse pit is gone. Are they carrying the bodies over to the in a train? I think they are. This is delightful. You can see them. They're putting the bodies over here in the snow pit. Ah, that's great. And incredibly morbid. But anyway, we still have 18 people sick, but none of them gravely ill, which was the point of signing that law. Okay. Now that we've got these things rolling simultaneously, I can now build. I can now do some things. I'm gonna go ahead and we need the scouts, but I'm gonna go ahead and build the storage unit so these folks can stop waiting. The resource depot, that's what it's called. Now if I put it here, like right next to the wall drill, it'll be fine. Or I could put it like over here, closer to where there will be the coal mines, this is going to be used for coal, so it makes logistical sense, at least, for us to put it over there. And it doesn't have to be inside a heat zone. I'm going to go ahead and put that there. And we'll have some kids come over and build it. Our coal balance strangely looks good at the moment. It's not gonna be soon. And so we need that. We need scouts, but then honestly, I think, which I can make those now. I can make the scouts now. Let's do that, shall we? Do I have... Yes, I've got 9 workers available, so let's take 5 of those and make scouts. And this time I'm sending them to the Dreadnought. Yeah, those kids are going to be capable as hell. You're right. It's a very important time for them to learn self-reliance. So there's a stone ship over here. The place the only thing standing out in the endless white desert. There's the dreadnought. One of the dreadnoughts that brought us here. I think there's steel over here, maybe. So I'm actually going to send them here first. I know we did the weather station and first, and then, you know, going across the bridge and finding sources of steel over here. But that takes for freaking ever. We're going here now. And I think that will help. Because we need to build bunkhouses like crazy. And that's, at this point, what we are kind of trying to save everything up for. As much as we can. To that end, we might actually throw down another sawmill or two, if we can. So that we can, you know, harvest trees. It's still cold over there. This does not matter. And I guess it matters a little bit. But, I'm just trying to heal ruins. Still cold. Not benefiting from this. These steel ruins are chilly. This steel ruin is cold. We do need to get coal mines, but we need a lot. There's a lot we need right now. So actually putting down more sawmills would probably not be a terrible idea. While we're getting everything together. We need scouts. Deploy the children. That's not necessary. We have adult scouts. Stop trying to deploy the children. I mean, it's a fair point. Sawmill is only 10 wood. I mean, for the net gain that we would be able to do, it's just a question of can we put it anywhere that it'll be useful. That's really the question. Because right now it's hard to see. Oh yeah, we had like 80 people die. That's not good. But, you know, we'll see what we can do. We now have 38 wood, so that'll help. If I want to build another sawmill, good freaking luck figuring out where the hell to put it. I don't know if there's anywhere we reasonably can put it. Maybe back here. Yeah, that's good. You can put it near the wall drill. I'm so glad I didn't put the other thing near there. So there, we can, in that spot, that'll get a fair amount of trees. Not a perfect amount of trees, but it'll be enough for now. Let me see other spots where sawmills might be good and do a minimum amount of damage. Ah, back here, kind of. That's really more an at the edge type deal. This is the most advantageous place to put a second sawmill, so I'm going to do that. And we'll see kind of how that goes. with our resources currently, we have... I mean, we're going to have a decent amount of lumber coming in. Just kind of, getting everything together. We have 10 a day coming in from a couple of steel ruins. From a few of them. The only ones the ones I care the most about, though, are, the ones that are blocking our ability to put down, things that produce other things. Things what we use to get resources. Has the depot been built? We started building a depot. Not yet. Okay. If I throw down a coal mine... That'll take it. That's the other thing that I didn't know what it was, but yes, it did in fact take the... It did take up a steam core. Also 10 steel, 25 wood. But very useful. Okay. I threw that down. That's good. Ah! Okay. Like, these are all things we will need. But, putting it there will be okay. Now, I'll use up the last of the wood currently that we have. But we're gathering more. We really need, and we're really going to need wood for bunkhouses, and I'm hoping that with this, everything we're doing here, I'm hoping that it will help. Oh dear. Do less harm. Ah, yes, here we go. Sir, a doctor wants to talk to you about improving radical treatment. I was a field surgeon in the Boer War and worked with the Royal Society to reduce the rate of limb loss in army hospitals. I believe I can devise a method that will cut the number of amputations during radical treatment. Yes, give him what he needs. This engineer won't be able to work. That's fine, we have others. I'm pretty sure. But that'll help. I would like to throw down some gathering posts, but there's things we need. Definitely things we need. Because we really are going to need to be able to house everyone warmly. Because it's not going to be pretty in a moment. I will need to throw down... That is also one of the problems, is that I am going to need to throw down... I am going to need to put down more steam hubs. We'll have to see how things go. As soon as we can, I want to start turning things into tents. Okay, faster gathering has been researched. This is now where we must figure out what we want to do. because it's gonna be tricky. It's the resource depot. So, like, part of me wants to go ahead with the efficiency upgrade. Part of me wants to do the Steam Hub range upgrade again. Because, you know, that was helpful. Part of me wants to do more scouts. Because, of course, that'll be helpful. The depot upgrade will solve multiple problems. Because, you know, we still are going to deal with hitting caps over here with the food. If not with these. The sawmill upgrade. I mean, more lumber. But you know, the wall drill, I think. Well, since we went right to the wall drill, I think that'll take care of most of what we'll probably be running into. I think we had more than enough lumber by the time we got to a certain point. It was the steel that we were running out of. And then other sort of, you know, survival type things. Medical post upgrade would be good. That would be really good. Heal the sick 10% faster? Are you kidding? Currently, as Steam hubs go, not really going to be able to hit everywhere. I feel like we were going to need both, because yeah, I think we're going to need to do the Steam Hub range upgrade anyway, even if we end up having bunkhouses in those spots, just because of the amount of time involved. So I think we're going to do that. Because even when we are at, you know, our maximum range with heat zones, we're still going to run into problems of being able to, you know, our current maximum range, which is a little further than we've currently got it. Just one more ring around here, right? It's still not going to work out quite as well as we would like it to. So, yeah, we're going to need to do the Steam Hub range upgrade again. Because that's also part of the, that's part of getting everything where we need it. So we'll do that. They'll start working on that. And we just need to focus putting steel towards replacing these tents with bunkhouses. That's really what we need to do for the time being. Eventually we'll be able to put actual houses out, but it's much more expensive in terms of steel, and we just don't have it right now. Coal mine is under construction. How are we looking here? 29 left. Hmm. Same over here, I assume, and over here, yeah. Only 18 here. I mean, once that gets done, we'll see how it goes. Okay, I think we're good then. As far as some of these things go. The only other question is, like, inside this smaller heat zone, do I have folks at each of the places that I possibly can? Or other places where I can possibly put them? And I think I do. Oh, I don't have any here. No, that's cold. We need people at the Chili Wooden Ruins. I can put the kids at the Chili Wooden Ruins. I will not be putting them at the Cold Wooden Ruins. Okay. We'll see how well they do there. What do we have happening up here? Steel Ruins. Chili Steel Ruins. Shall I put them in the Steel Ruins as well? Will that be helpful to us? I mean, for now, sure. The, even if there are gathering posts nearby, the faster they gather this stuff, the better off we'll be. Okay. All right, excellent. I'm sure that'll be fine. Famous last words. Gonna keep an eye on the things currently being built. Excellent. Please house coal. There we go. 1660, that's much better. Plus, let's see. I mean, it's still looking great at the moment. We're gonna be turning on more things soon, though. Okay, area effects. Ah, yes, they're talking about the sawmill. Because we just built another sawmill. Yeah, area effects where resources can be gathered. We know how all of this works. We've done all of these things before. Okay. Now I need to put people over here, but I only want to put adults there, so at the sawmill. So let me find the adults. Is there an adult in the room? Let me take some adults from over here. There we go. And we will we'll have some children join them. The resource that keeps giving. We put some of the adults in the sawmill so they can also help us with that. Yeah. 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 Yeah, we don't want children running around with saws. That would be a mistake. Okay. So that's happening. Yeah, there's the constant question of should we build more medical facilities? Or should we just wait until the law cools down and I can finally do overcrowding? That would be great. What's being built over here? A coal mine. All right. I forgot about that. That's how we're going to stay alive.
Time to rest, folks.
But the shift has ended, and someone's already asking for more citizen stuff. All right. This might be the request to heat the homes. Yep. Captain, some of our people are concerned about the low temperature in their homes. They quite sensibly point out that it's easy to fall ill when it's cold and ask you to address the problem. Let's heat some homes. You have to start heating 22 of the cold homes within 2 days, then keep them heated for 2 days. Or let's heat all homes. You have to start heating 44 cold homes within 24 hours, then keep them heated for 2 days. I'm gonna once again do the lesser version. Right now it's at 22. It's gonna be more than that when the temperature drops. And this gives us more time. I assume that it gives us not as big a boost as this would if we promised it and succeeded. But let's just promise that, because I know we're already gonna be strained for what we have. Heated homes? What is this, a resort? I know, right? You expect warmth? It's going to get worse before it gets better. All right, here we go. Making this promise that we're going to try not to break again. Let's heat some homes. And, again, currently, we can see down here, make homes livable. Secure at least livable living conditions in homes. Right now it says 22. I'm going to look and see what that number is when it gets colder in a few hours. Because that number changed on me last time. So let's see. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to be done right at this moment. We have building going on here. What we can... Actually, no, we can just start building bunkhouses, I think. I think we can start building bunkhouses. I don't think they can stop me. Now is the time to build bunkhouses. Okay. We're going to see what we can do with bunkhouses. I'm going to start in these areas. Yeah, and it's going to be a case where it's like we're going to have to wait for the Steam Hub range to catch up so that we can make that happen. But I think we're okay. Right now, each one costs 10 steel and 12 wood if we're replacing a tent. And so right now we can build 16 of them. We're going to want 10 steel available per Steam Hub, however. And we're going to need probably like 3 of them? I can't remember how many now. So we might want to ensure we still have some steel left. So we'll see. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just building within this circle right now because I feel as though when some of these ruins are cleared away, we might just deal with it that way. 8, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. And that's all we can do because we're gonna run out of wood otherwise. Okay. That's fine. And 110 people are currently homeless. They'll be fine. Making another medical post wouldn't be a terrible idea either, but we'll be fixing that shortly. Yes, and they're obviously going to start working on these houses also. Okay. There was another thing I was curious about building, but I can't remember what it was. Nope. Not sure. Yeah, I don't know exactly where I'm going to need to plant. That's the problem, is that I have to eyeball it when I put down a steam hub as to what it's going to cover. And obviously the wider the range, the more it covers. And as we can see here, having bunkhouses is helpful. Actually, they're livable even outside of the heat zone. That's interesting. Well, yeah, I mean, when it gets colder, that's not going to be as much of a... It's not going to be quite as much as we can do. Okay. We can now do a new law. No, don't load. Save. More anger. More angry laws. Well... Here we go. Let me see where we are with this. Discontent is still not great. Cold at home. Hope is better than it was. But now, here we are. So, like, extra rations for the ill is something that I've seen people defend. I've seen a few people defend, but far more people defend overcrowding. Our medical facilities should be fully utilized, even if we have to put the patients on the floor. The capacity of medical facilities is doubled. Using the extra capacity will cause discontent. Discontent will rise slightly. And we're gonna sign this law. Medical facilities double their capacity. Yep, there we go. Discontent going back up. Splendid. Pack them together like sardines. The strong will survive. Our sick will be crammed like in a poorhouse. Yeah, but you know, they will be alive. Being alive is helpful. No one's at the pub. How dare they? And they just need to finish building that bunkhouse. Okay, scouts have reached the dreadnought. Yay. Oh, that's with an O. I misspelled it. Exploration. Yes, we already know about all this. Yeah. You're not going to the pub because they're too depressed to drink. I understand. Anyway. Let's see where we are with all of this. See, look at that. People are being treated. Let's see what we have happening over here. Oh, food rations. Oh boy. Well, I guess that's better than nothing. I was hoping for some steel. I guess to do that we got to go all the way over there, and we can't. We don't have it in time. So the only dreadnought we didn't disassemble, it's stripped of supplies and in need of an overhaul, but otherwise it's intact. Explore. Ooh. The last dreadnought. Look at that thing. I can't see it very well. It's big. As we climb over the edge of the snow-covered plateau, we feel like ants crawling over an alien landscape towards some gigantic beast. We stop at last, a stone's throw from the dreadnought, to marvel at its scale. One of the huge machines that brought us here towers above us, cold and silent. It would take an enormous amount of labor and resources to make it usable again. Yet it is still a reminder of everything that we left behind and of our journey north. We decided to leave it intact. Why? We need steel! Snow dune is the site discovered. We can take 35 food out of there. Great. That's wonderful. That's fabulous. I guess we might want to use it again. I don't know. Stone ship? So, like, the stone ship is 18 hours away. The snow dune is 13 hours away. So I guess we could do that thing where we go, you know, around and come back. It's either snow cliff, weather station. No, that steel will not help us in time. Or the specific thing that I want it for, anyway. Alright. I guess we'll send them to the snow dune because it's closer. But if they come across any steel, we will need that. Okay, what do we have over here? Coal mine, yes, we can put... Well, we only have children and engineers available. We could put engineers in the coal mine. Let me take some workers off of some places and replace them with engineers. Because we're not using all of our engineers. It's a blind spot for me, I guess. We were playing children before the engineers. What's wrong with us? Okay. Here, let me take some workers out of these ruins. And I'll replace them with a few children and some engineers. I'm sure it's fine. We'll let the workers go and work in the coal mine. When the time comes. I'm sure that'll be fine. Already is 1,500 coal. We're gonna need more storage space than we have. What the heck? Okay. Alright. Let me see. So those decisions were made. Look at that. Only 2 people sick that are not being treated. This was a great decision. More people are getting sick, but it was a great decision. Yeah, we're gonna need to build more medical facilities if we can. That's the thing. Health. No, health. Medical post is 25 wood. That's one of the problems. We've heated 11 homes. We'll need to see if that number changes. on the morrow when the temperature plunges. This is going to be great. We're doing what we can with our coal balance for now, as this is going to rapidly change. And we're going to have... Oh my god. This is a lot of people getting sick. We need more medical facilities. But at least we don't have nearly as many deaths as we had the last time. Currently. I mean, more is coming, but, you know, deal with what we can deal with. We have 80 bodies in the snow pit. They're all in there now. That's great. I was worried we weren't going to have those. Yeah. Yep, they're just all going to get in the big cuddle pile. That's pretty much how it's going to go. Huddle together for warmth. It's important. They need to learn how to do that. It's good for them. Helpful. Need to do some things to increase hope. The writing's on the wall for our captain. Oh, great. It's getting harder to drag myself out of bed every day. They're gonna come at me again, aren't they? I can tell. I know where this is going. Day-night cycle. Yes, I know about the day-night cycle. We don't have... Shit, we didn't do those laws. We don't have the things for the shifts. Okay. Alright, I haven't turned that hub on currently. I will soon. We're still researching the range upgrade. We're gonna need desperately. I think we're gonna need it desperately. We're gonna have more and more people getting sick momentarily when the temperature drops. Here we go.
It's getting colder.
Yeah, temperature requirements. Many buildings need to be at least chilly to function. They need to be, you know, need a generator or steam hub. Or they need to have heaters. Okay. Let's take a look now before everyone starts getting sick. We're gonna start doing our due diligence here. Yep. There. Everybody's in trouble. Cool. They have one level of building insulation. I'm gonna wait and see what happens. Because if it's only chilly when the workers are there, because the building insulation, I feel like, only kicks in when people are there. So we'll see. It's like I could turn on the that. That's not gonna do anything. Let me turn that off again. Yeah. So currently, this is what we have to deal with. It is chilly in the bunkhouses. It is cold around here. Livable in these bunkhouses for some reason that I do not yet understand. Something strange is going on with all of this. Well, no, these are inside the heat zone. That's why it's livable there. Okay. Understood. Oh, yes, and it dropped down to 0 and 30. Ah, okay, yes. Just to show what happened here. this goal dropped down to, so 0 currently livable. 33 now it says need to be heated. And so we're going to take care of some of that right now. I kind of want to have this on while I do this. So, first of all, I'm going to return the range to 3. We still got, I mean, these houses are livable at our base range. And tents are merely chilly. I don't understand how... Oh, that's alright. And tents will be chilly. Now. These heaters are on. It is currently chilly at these medical posts, cold at these tents. There is a steam hub here. And this sawmill is currently cold. But I want to wait and see what happens when work time starts momentarily. We have these... Okay, let me turn on this steam hub. So that, you know, people in tents do not die. That would be helpful. Not dying apparently is good for you. That's what they say. Why they put them way the hell out here, I don't know. The coal thumper, the cookhouses, I need to see... I need to see the timing here. Because again, it's cold right now. But there is building insulation, so it might become just chilly. And, you know, we can work with that for now. Because we do not wish to run out of coal. Tents here. Yeah, okay, I'm going to turn on this steam hub. These ill-placed steam hubs. Let me see these ranges increase. Okay. Oh, something just happened. I heard a noise. Oh. No. Okay. Are people sick? That's not what that was for. Oh, there it is. There's a question mark over here. First amputation! I know we were all looking forward to that. Well, here we go. To save this patient's life, we had to perform an amputation. As a result, this person won't be able to work. We must do something about it. Consider signing the care house or prosthetics law. I see. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to do that. The problem is... Yeah, I see. I don't know if that should be the next law we sign. I do want prosthetics. But yeah, I do want to do it. I can't yet. Yeah, and having a care house would be a great idea. That would cause hope to rise. I can't do it yet. Because I've got to wait a day. I've got to wait over a day before I can sign another law. But it's an interesting one. If we do the care house, then that gets us to prosthetics. So that'll help. So I mean, these are laws we'll need to sign. The factory, I guess, won't be able to produce prosthetics until we actually sign the law saying prosthetics. Have some. Anyhow, that's all happening. This upgrade would be great. Okay. In the meantime, more bunkhouses need to be built. We try to keep everyone as warm as we can. I kind of need to wait for this to be ready, which sucks. I'd like to build another freaking... Oh, I see. They can't go there because it's cold. I understand. Okay. Let me turn that on. Yeah, we can't, and the coal mine also is cold, but functioning. So let's take a look here. Okay. Let me turn the heater on here. Let me turn the heater on here. The coal thumper is already warm. So that'll be alright. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I don't need the heater on. There. Okay. Good. I'm turning that on. No, you know, that's not helping. I'm gonna turn that one back off. This one's not really helping. And this one also is not helping. Let me remove people from there. Where do I have people? Let me see where I have... Oh, great. It's very difficult to see here. Okay, still 23 left. It's very cold, so we don't want people there. Let me see where we have people. It's not going to show me. Unless I would like to leave these up, but it doesn't do that. Okay. I can't see. There are several layers I would like to be able to have still on. Only 8 steel to go from there, but I can't. It's very cold. I can't have people there. 13 left there, 24 left there. But I don't want people dying. As dying is bad. Let me see where... You got children working here. And these steel ruins where it is cold, even though there's a steam hub. Yeah, I'm gonna remove them from there. This is one of those cases where it's like you have to you gotta take them out. Yeah, just let the gathering post do what the gathering post does. That's best. Well, we have it there. Okay, let's see. More children freezing to death. Let's stop that if we possibly can. That would be bad. Okay. Alright, what's this over here? More workers in steel ruins gathering. Yeah, I know, it's great, but it's too cold for them right now, and nothing seems to help. Wooden ruins, cold. Get you out of there. Okay, what else? Wooden ruins, it's cold everywhere. And all of these gathering sites, it's cold. It's cold despite the heat zones. So a thought has occurred to me. I don't know why it took this long for this thought to occur to me. If I crank up to steam level 2, then it'll be warmer. It'll be, the places that are just cold will be kicked up to chilly. The problem is that'll again double what we need for, or rather double the generator, which is currently at 432 a day. It might put us just under. But then I'm gonna have to build more steam hubs, and everything's gonna go to hell in a handbasket. So yeah, probably best to just keep doing what I'm doing. And take people off gathering duty while it's too cold to do it. I mean, a lot of these folks are going to be done today, but I do not wish them to perish. Okay, that is helpful. Those are engineers working at the medical post. That's fine. This is a sawmill. Yeah. I think we're good. Yeah. And I think currently we only now have people. We don't have anyone at any of the ruins right now, which is good. Because I don't want more people getting sick. The thing is, it's liable to happen anyway if their homes are not heated. But you know, we have more wood now, so perhaps we should go ahead and do that. Okay. More stuff. I'm just probably have used that over and over again. Okay. Now. Well, at least that helps somewhat. I'm gonna go ahead and yes, you know, get more bunkhouses out. 'Cause it's all we can do right now. We're currently... I'm at range setting 3, steam level 1. I mean, this is the thing, if we kick it up to steam level 2... How would that affect things? Make some places more livable. I mean, that might do it, actually, but... be tricky. And then, you know, these people are in a cold place. We cannot have that. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and just keep going then. I know it's like the thought is, well, yes, we need to put them in the places where it'll be warm again. We don't know where that's going to be. 3, 4. Five. Okay. That's what we can do right now. It'll get there. We have a day and 8 hours to make homes livable. It'll still be before the heat kicks on, so I mean, that's still part of the problem. Ah! I think that's the trapped kid. Where are we? Yep, there it is. A voice in the ruins. Sir, people have heard a child's voice coming from the wreckage. A child has survived the terrible night of destruction when half of Winterhome burned. So many lives were lost in that blaze and fighting. We can't let this child die too. Yep, we have to help the child. Which means we have to assign people to it. It is very cold. High risk of falling ill. Yeah, so I would be delighted to assign people there. I just don't know how soon I can. Because we're still waiting to figure out the timing on this. There we are, the workshop. In about 4 hours, so in about 1,400 hours, then I'll have an answer for you. And that's part of the problem, you see. Actually getting the freaking thing working. Okay. But we are building up more lumber, which is helpful. I have half a mind. Send people out there anyway. Even though it's going to be cold. Because we're going to need the steel. Now we are slowly working toward making these places livable. And we'll see what we can do. Yeah. Look, we can't deploy the children if we're turning children away. It's fair. It's very fair. Oh, hey. Now, let me fix something. I gotta. Oh, we have scouts, but before we do anything with scouts, we're going to save the game. And where are the scouts? They're at the snow dune. Okay. We're going to save the game. For scouts, snow dune, scouts, which is probably just a jumping off point. But then also, let me just fix something over here. Because a thing needs to be fixed. There we go. Huh. That is interesting. You know, normally, but I've just attempted to block and ban someone, which normally removes them, but they're still in there. It says likely ban evader restricted. Unusual. Because we had, it's basically a bot. They're offering cheap viewers. Curious. What does this mean? Sorry, I'm looking at this thing. Oh, I see. It doesn't do it immediately. It just doing it. Okay, I got you. I understand. All right. Twitch has been changing how it does some of its things, so that was curious. Okay. Well, you see new things every day. All right, back to this. Scouts have reached the snow dune. A distinct spot in Frostland. We can use it as a waypoint for further explanation. I figured. Why did we leave the dreadnought there? Oh no, that's just another point we can go back to. That's right. Exploring. New landmark. Our search hasn't uncovered anything of value, but we may be able to reach some more promising locations from here, like the last camp. Carry on. There's nothing to do here. Okay. Sure, let's check out the last camp. Why not? It's only 13 hours away. Meanwhile, back home. During these gouts of pain and suffering. We have more raw materials available. So I feel like I need to use those to build bunkhouses. Although, you know, more steel would be nice. More steel than we currently have would be great. Let's see. And they're almost done researching this. Alright, before we build the bunkhouses, I will go ahead and I will wait to see what their verdict is. What the verdict is on how long... Well, I said I would wait. Hey, problems. But they may not wait for me. Is this them coming for my head? Well, no, wait, fewer amputations. Sir, the doctor who was trying to improve radical treatment is here. He is reporting a breakthrough. It's certainly an unorthodox method, and my learned colleagues would be appalled at the experiments I had to perform. Oh, great. But it works. I expect the number of amputations during radical treatment to be halved. He seems eager to get back to his everyday work and try his new method. Excellent. Well done. We have replaced you in the interim, but I'm sure everything will be fine. Good. Okay, good. So that's something. Okay, the Steam Hub range upgrade has been researched. This will be very helpful. And the thing now is, of course, we're going to need to look and figure out what we want to do next. Efficiency upgrade being a definite thing we might want to do. You know, the difference engine wouldn't be terrible, but we need that. We need to build bunkhouses. So for our efficiency, I mean, if we wanted steel faster, we could do that. Steam Steel works. That would also get us steel faster. That might not be a terrible idea. That might help us get across the finish line, although the problem is it takes 9 hours to research. We have a day and 3 hours. And that's not counting, you know, the whole workday situation. It's probably not going to happen fast enough. If we do that. The medical post upgrade, on the other hand, is a very tangible thing we could do immediately. To get people healed 10% faster, and I feel as though that would not be a terrible idea. Something I have not been looking at, though, is the food situation, which is terrible. But nobody's hungry yet, so I guess we're okay. So I guess what we could do, this medical post upgrade, I think, is going to be the most helpful thing to us right now. Yeah, let's go with that. And now, as we try to figure out the rest of this, it's cold at the wall drill. You turn the freaking heat on. Okay. Now. Now that we've got the ranges upgraded, and these are doing better, it is now only cold at the steel ruins. I am going to put people over there because it's still going to take them longer to dig that out, but you never know. I could put a gathering post there, although that again would take how much steel? 5. Well, not a terrible idea. It says it'll destroy some resources, but I feel at this point that's kind of moot. Because if we can just do this faster, what's it going to destroy? Some trees? Yes. Let's do that. I don't know why I didn't do that before. I wasn't thinking. Wasn't thinking about it. Is there anywhere else we could put it that would be better? Not that also Yeah, it's not going to be as efficient as it should be, but it's going to get at what we need it to get at, so we're going to do it. And then that way, maybe this stuff will go faster. I kind of wish I'd thought of that sooner. Well, too late. Also, I can heat the gathering post. But, that's its own issue. What am I doing? Steam hubs. Steam hubs, and then build more bunkhouses. Okay. So who is cold currently? I mean, a lot of people are cold currently. That's a tent, that's a tent. That's a tent, that's a tent. Why do I feel as though the answer is to build the bunkhouses and dismantle the tents? Build the bunkhouses in the already existing zones so as to not use up as many resources. It's a thought, is it not? Like, that would work, wouldn't it? It might. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, those are medical posts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now, that's not possible. We could do 6 of them at most right now. So I feel like putting a steam hub here is probably still a good idea. But let me see what else we're looking at. Because if we put a steam hub there and then we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I think we can cover everything else with a steam hub. If we can fit 5 in these other zones, then I think that'll be okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so we're only going to have to put down 1 more steam hub. And this will now heat how many people? The bunkhouse, it's currently chilly. Yeah, we're going to need to heat it. So we will need to interact with that zone over there. And this will get everybody over here. So we do that. We throw that down. That will start up. That will start some things up. We throw that down there. We remove that one. That's going to be outside. If we can build like 6 or 7 bunkhouses in these areas, that might do it. We'll see. Because We're just looking for space where we can get bunkhouses into these zones, right? So we've got the heat zone for it now. We've got multiple heat zones actually, but yeah, let's avoid putting bunkhouses over on this side of town. This should be okay. Since we've got the space, we're going to give this a try. So, 1, 2... 3, 4. And we're going to build some streets. Make this happen. That we don't need to, yeah, that one's easy. Come on, streets. Is this a full set of streets? Yes, maybe? Go ahead and invest the wood to do that. Build a complete street so folks can actually get from place to place. What a concept. So now doing this, we're going to need more medical facilities still, but where we are with things currently, that will help. And we can just, you know, get rid of that tent. Okay, now these folks are getting their homes heated. Now they are not. So we are going to destroy their tent. Let's wait until one of these is built. By the way, let me look at this other part of town before I've completely forgotten. They're still working on building this gathering post. Dang it. Okay. That's been built. Now I can disassemble you. And I've got 1, 2, 3 more that where I can now get rid of some of these tents that are in the cold. I'm sure this is not at all dangerous. Okay, we've gone over 2 hours now. I promised myself I would not go too late tonight. Famous last words. We have 3 houses currently being built. This one is for these folks. Yes, they automatically transferred over. We have 3 more bunkhouses currently being built. Let me take this one down, this tent down, and this tent down, rendering them temporarily homeless while those two are being, while these bunkhouses are being built. And we can take this tent down. And this one will be we've got enough. We've got enough. We can build one more and give them a place to live as well. Because, you know, this is good. This is good. This is helpful for what we're doing. I think this will work. We can just put that right there. Not have to worry about these other areas. And this will be in this expanded heat zone, which unfortunately we're going to have to always keep it expanded. But it works. It works for now. So we put that one there. And then we can take out this other one over here. And once these 3 are finished being built, that'll get us closer to our goal anyway. We still have a bunch of tents we need to replace, but it becomes easier anyway, because these are now all... They're all already in heat zones. Everything's already in a heat zone. Speaking of which, yeah, we're now operating at a deficit, by the way, since we pulled that stunt. So we're gonna have to address that. It's gonna be great. How much do we have at this point? A little less than a day. I'm sure everything will be fine. Okay. Now, yeah, we're still waiting on them to build that over there. That's great. That'll be great. We need to build another several bunkhouses. Another several. Okay, and that is... Now then, once this bunkhouse is finished, and that'll take care of that homeless. These remaining 10 homeless currently. And, we can build another 3 bunkhouses after this. Yeah, 20 hours left. We just need to make it so that we can sustain this. That's the issue. And this is all hilariously still at Steam level 1. Oh boy. Yeah, no, some of these bunkhouses are in the, are in the outer area here. This is great. This is fabulous. We just need to find a way to, have enough coal to keep everything going. And they're waiting because I guess we don't have enough storage space. Maybe we should put more storage space out there. $20 steel for a resource depot. Always a problem of steel. Just gotta keep things going long enough. So right now, we have 23 hours left on this, but we've got 18 out of the currently 33 houses looking livable. So we have to do another 15. We just need to build another 15 bunkhouses and we'll make it. We can build 3 right now. And the trick is, will we be able to make another 12 tomorrow? That's the issue. hopefully, I guess we're gonna have to set more people out gathering steel. It's the only way that I think we can manage this, is if we are gathering more steel. So I'm gonna have to look for more steel ruins in within these zones and hope for the best, because we've got to gather steel faster. And we have them. It's cold, but we've got to get them. Because we're kind of at a desperate point now. Okay. Yes. May as well. Perhaps we should have kept there the whole time. Only cold there now. Probably because the hub range increased. I mean, plenty of places we can put folks. Just an issue now of getting there. Putting more people at risk of falling ill, but we might actually succeed. Oh, right! And now these ruins, where we still need to put people, where it's very cold. Sure! But that's the thing, is there's a child here, so we've got to dig the child out. That's the only other problem. No way to heat that. Lest we put another thing out here that it is not going to help. All right, well, that's great. What now? We ignored that kid all day. That's fabulous. Ah, jeez. There's so many things, and if that child, then if they show that kid is perished, then I'm gonna have to go back and redo that, because we desperately need to not have that happen. For our hope meter, if nothing else. Okay, what am I doing? Oh, there are people fighting. That's great. People watching the fights. Something's slipping away from me here. Oh yes, right, bunkhouses. Oh, we gotta make more. There we go. 3 more bunkhouses. Being worked on. So that'll help at least some. We'll have to figure out how to make all of this go. I think then that actually will... I think I might actually leave that there then. As we are, as we're sorting all of this out. I think we might do that. And come back to it. However, I will go ahead and put people here at this gathering post. So that way, they can help gather steel from those ruins. And maybe we'll have enough steel. Maybe. Was it a mistake to turn away from gathering more steel? When, to keep gathering steel when things got cold? Was it? Maybe it was. I don't know. Because we desperately need the steel. It's a problem. We need coal, too. That's, its own problem. And they're just kind of waiting, hanging out, waiting to give us this 800 coal. Where are you, folks? No, you're hanging out. The storage is full. Well, once this drops down enough, they'll deliver the coal. And that'll maybe buy us some more time. I don't know. Okay. That's rising lack of medical care. Oh boy. Okay. Well, dead of night. Maybe a bad term to use here. But I think that's where we're going to leave off for now, because it's I promised, another promise I need to fulfill is that I was going to actually stop at a decent hour. We've gone for a couple of hours. So I think we're good. So let us do that. This is a good place to pause it, I think. And we will try to keep going and seeing if we succeed at this Herculean task we have set for ourselves next time. Let me go ahead and bring this back. There we go. Okay. Good, good. Good, excellent. Well, there we are. Thank you all very much for watching. I very much appreciate it. This is a lot. This is always a lot. But I have way too much fun with this game. More fun than I think anyone should legally have with a game of this kind. What's happening? So today is Sunday. Sunday? Yes. And so that means that this coming week, the only thing I have officially planned is on Friday. On Fridays, we have our tabletop campaign of Trail of Cthulhu, Bookhounds of London, that Pope is running. And so that will be fun. We're getting in all manner of trouble, and it's I think it's going to be very interesting. My character is going to the one place that he should not go, so I think that'll be fun. And that's all I can really talk about right now. There's stuff kind of starting to be in the works for maybe later, but it's all very vague at the moment. I'll probably be doing more of this and other games, possibly in between now and then if I can. But I think that'll be it for now. We might go say hi to someone. Yes, Prax has started, is launching their first full episode of of their new campaign. With when I say full episode, they've had one-on-one vignettes, and now they've brought everyone together. So we're gonna go say hi to them when we hit the end card. If anyone is around, feel free to hang on if you're so inclined and say hi to them with us. But in the meantime, though, thank you all very much for watching. Take care, and I will see you all of a sudden.